Hello YouTube, I'm back again, and for this video I'm going to be touching base on something I've covered before on this channel, but last I talked about it, I really didn't talk in very great detail about it. I talked in some great detail about it. Excuse me. I apologize for that lie. I did, but when I did, it was not in a way where it was very convincing to the world, obviously. So what I'm referring to is the law of attraction and math as they come together to help figure things out. However, they actually come together to help you figure out the next Powerball sequences. That's something that, which is something that I have given a lot of thought to over the months since I've come up with ways to do that. If you recall, on my channel, there's like videos from November of 2023, around that time, and I was doing a lot of how do I say it? I gave a lot of work towards this this stuff and on this channel, and so just pay attention to what I say in this video, because it really is very, very powerful information. And I think that if people start to believe what I'm saying is true, it's gonna force them to believe that their own religion prophecies are false, because they'll just be like saying that, like, for it to be so easy to win the Powerball with my theory, my powerful theory that I'm going to share, they're just going to say that there's no way that the religious prophecies were true of their religions. So the goal will finally be accomplished that I've been working for so long on this channel. So here it goes. So it doesn't take much to explain. Just starting with this one sequence here from just a few days ago. If you remember what I was saying about the law of attraction, one of the things I did mention is that the closer two things are together, the more similar they are. Well, if that's the case, then the more close two numbers are, the more similar they are. And one of the implications of that is, of course, that the two numbers here, 7 and 33, are more similar to each other than 7 with the other numbers that were drawn, because they are further away. And as I've said before, people have known that by things being further away, they're more different. People have always known that. But that what they do is they fail to apply that very same logic to Powerball, even though it's the same logic. 7 to 33 is one way to start at it. I mean, if you look at 7 and 33, what's so similar about them that they're closer to each other? And that's the key to winning the Powerball. You see, it all comes down to how similar the shapes are of each digit and of each every single number. 7 and 3 have a more similar shape than 7 and 4, 7 and 0, 7 and 6, 9 and 1. That is the implication. So now, of course, you should also consider that you can apply that logic to any sequence you want. You can look at past sequences and test it out. You can put sequences on a graphing calculator, test it out, and you'll see that the things I'm saying are true when it comes to similarities and shapes on the graph. You can put those on the graphing calculator and you can find out the next sequences. Now I will say that not every math software out there makes it easy to figure out the sequences for the Powerball. Most of them make it very hard, and so they don't really give you the sequences. But I was wrong to originally say while I was on this channel. Something I was saying months ago is that there's not really software that can do it, but there is software that can do it. But I believe I did cover that before. There was a follow-up video I made after the first video talking about it, where I did mention that there is software to do it. But I didn't go into very much detail. Well, not only do graphing calculators do it, but there's other math software that can do it for you. You can try it yourself. But I think that it's probably true that most people find it hard to wrap their head around such things, to even be confident enough to try it for themselves. Which is why I made this video, because the rule I described is a lot more simple, and it's something that people will probably be easily confident enough to try themselves to be convinced of what I said being true. So yeah, long story short, the next numbers you see that will come out, it really just comes down to what I said. It is basically just how far away and how close are the ones that you see in each sequence. That'll tell you how far away apart the next ones that are drawn will be and what shapes you'll see. It's not really that complicated, because you only have 10 digits. I mean, you have 0 to 9, and only 2 possible digits per ball. It's not very many combinations. It's not really that complicated if you're approaching it by what I'm saying. And of course, there is another way, which is to just learn the math yourself. As I've said, as I brought up in the old videos, you could just learn the math yourself. But yeah, it's pretty hard to do, even for me. So I came up with an easier way, which is what I just told you, is just look at the similarities and differences in shape between each and every digit. Like I said, for 7 and 3, look at the similarities in shape by each stroke. And versus 7 and 4, or 7 and 0, 7 to 3, you can see the similarities or differences. That will tell you that what I'm saying, that'll show you that what I'm saying is true. So if you want to know what the next numbers after April 13th would have been, well, it's already up there, of course. But basically think of it as, because 3 and 3 come together to produce a new number or set of, whether it's a 2-digit number or not, because of their similarities in shape is what determines the next number that they produce that takes their spot, which is the second spot going from 1 to 6, left to right. So, yeah, I mean, so it's not really that complicated. Just comes down to, you know, all it really comes down to is your two digits, like 4 and 3, they come together. Sorry, I stuttered there because I was a bit distracted. As I'm a multitasker. Anyway, 4 and 3, they, you know, you see what I'm talking about. Number 43, 4 and 3. They're, you know, what comes and takes their spot, which is 5th spot from left to right, is just whatever's a product of, 4th spot, whatever's a product of the similarities in 4 and 3 in terms of shape. So whichever number out of 0 to 9 it's kind of like a hybrid, basically. 4 and 3, if there was a hybrid between 4 and 3 out of numbers 0 to 9, that's what is going to be the next number taking the spot of 43. Same thing with every other number, because it's just when you have two things come together, the closer they get together, they mix, and when they mix, the closer they are, the more similar what they're doing is to mixing, which increases the chance of there being a mixture of two shapes, different shapes. And you just have to choose which out of 0 to 9, which number or numbers out of 0 to 9 match what would be closest to being a mixture for each and every single one. And of course, if I tell the world this, everybody will try it, which will defund the Powerball. They'll try it, it'll work, and it'll debunk every religious prophecy. And I've already gone over what those prophecies are for a very long time ago on my channel. So, I hope this works. That's all for this video. Thanks. Bye.